Alright everyone, how are we all doing? Today's video is just going to be me sat in the car. I was thinking what to film. I had an idea. I was going to do a Q&A. And I'm just not in the mood really. The main reason being, as you'll see from the title of the video, is that just had a little bit of a flare of the old SIJ. Probably the worst one I've had in like 2 months. And yeah, it just makes you feel a bit shit. Struggling to walk around without pain. Woke up this morning like a 6 out of 10, which, come to think about it, used to be the norm for me for a large period. But I think this time I've just pushed the training a bit too much. I've been doing a lot of tennis wall drills, so back on that sort of quite a like rigorous movement, or vigorous, don't know what word I'm trying to use there, but like that. It's quite a new movement for my body, especially considering I've not done it for 16 months. I reckon I was doing that all last week, every day. Did it again yesterday morning when perhaps my body was already telling me that I was tired. And here I am now, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, struggling to walk, feel quite low energy. Could be something else, could just be like a natural dip in energy. My HRV has been quite low. But I thought I'd at least do this video just to actually show you what happens. Not like any of it's happened, but just prove to you that I'm still dealing with this. Not like I had to prove it anyway, but yeah, it hasn't just gone for me. It hasn't just disappeared into thin air. It's been 4 months, I'd say, of the 4 months of the fight back, of the real fight back, and it's just been constant upward trajectory with the slight dips here and there. So I think this is just another slight dip. And the best thing about it is that it is like training induced, or just workload induced, as opposed to out of the blue, or as opposed to just like a food that I'm not sure about. It's like, I pushed my limits, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find the limit. I'd rather push it a bit too much and be told off than always just being a bit below it and never really giving myself giving myself a full chance to actually push on, because I don't really want to set boundaries as to what I can do, because that'll really stress me out on this. Yeah, I just want to achieve shit. So yeah, that's where I am now. This will be the video this week, I assume, unless I get round to filming this Q&A later this week. And on that note, if you've got any extra questions for me, by all means put them in the comments, and I'll add them to the Q&A that I'll do later in the week. I've got quite a few questions already that have been asked just through various means of like direct messaging or YouTube comments or emails. So I thought I'd put them into one video and just give my opinion on things, because obviously I'm not an expert in this shit, but I am figuring stuff out, and I am spending lots of hours looking into the stuff and reading, and I'm practicing this on my own body, as you can see right now, with me being in quite a bit of pain and having to figure out why and what food might have caused it, or like I said before, it's what training, what part of my training, or what was it, a certain workload that actually caused this in the end. So figuring this shit out daily still. Nothing's changed there. I'm hoping you can relate to me in the sense of like, I'm gonna have to get out of this car, and each step I'm gonna take now, I'm gonna be like, but what I'm really gonna do is chill. I know my body needs to rest for a bit, because I've been pushing it quite a bit, so I'm fine with the rest, keeping my eating consistent as it has been. Obviously not time to be reintroducing any foods, because you'd have no clue. If I scrambled some tomatoes now, I think it would probably be like 10 times worse, but again, I wouldn't really know how bad. But yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say actually, that reminds me. It's a very different pain to what I used to get, which looking back now was all food related. The pain that I get now when it does flare up, it is definitely like more of like an injury, or like a structural issue pain, with like there's actually like an issue in the SIJs, as opposed to in the past almost all the pain was always like that throb or inflammation pain that I just couldn't really put my finger on. Whereas now, like, because I've got rid of the problem foods and figured that stuff out, most of the pain that I get is just like, oh, you've just pushed it too hard on a still not a fully protected and built up SIJ, and it's just telling you to back off, which is fine, I'm absolutely sound with that. Yeah, so wait for this to heal, take it easy, and then get back to things when I start up. And I'm not just going to start from the beginning again. That's what I used to do all the time, starting from the beginning. That's not the point. You got to expect this stuff and be willing to, all right, so when it drops off, I'm going to be right back on it. Maybe not the exact progression I wanted, but I will build back up to progressing, because I think personally I need that. So yeah, I hope this gives you an insight into the real struggles that are still happening. But yeah, all the best everyone. See ya.